All right, so we're back with another video for you guys, another reaction video. And today we're going to be reacting to Mr. Skinny. Shout out to Mr. Skinny, man. If you guys have not already done so, make sure you guys go check out his YouTube channels. He's got several YouTube channels. Really good guy. Go show him some love. Go subscribe to his channel as well. So he dropped this video, as you guys can see, 17 hours ago on the Skinny SRT channel. Mr. Organik has fell on hard times, man. Stop the cap. So we're going to check out this video. And then also we're going to talk about this other guy. He kind of looks like the Nutty Professor. I think that's what I'm going to call him from now on, the Nutty Professor. This dude, we talked about him probably like 2 videos ago or something like that. He's the guy that signed up for the Organic Academy. And it seems like it hasn't really done a whole lot for him. So we'll probably talk about him probably during this video at some point. And then we're going to react. We'll probably react to also Organik's latest video after this one. So like I said, we got a lot to talk about. But let's check out Mr. Skinny's latest video, man.
Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Hey, Organik, look at you, man. Hey, look at you, bro. Like, for real, bro. Let's get into this here, man. Let's get into this here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Look at you, man. Look at you, Organik. I'm not even gonna call you Organik, bro. Yo, look at you, Jarvis. Jarvis, look at you. Still with the fake Versace, the fake Apple Pods. You Jarvis now. You can't afford the green beard, none of that. And you know what? You deserve it, bro. You deserve it. You know why? Because what you are going through is at the smallest scale of what you put everyday, ordinary black people through, trying to, I guess, live your lifestyle. My nigga. All your cars gone, tall.
Man, he's done so many black people wrong, man. Like, just the ones that I can even remember. Like, Life of Hemi E. Shout out to Life of Hemi E, man. That dude was actually a really good guy. Life of Hemi E. This is not who Life of Hemi E is. This is the Nutty Professor, which I'm sure you guys know. But this guy, the Nutty Professor, I had to insert it here. Because he reminds me of this guy with this YouTube channel. Some of you guys might have stumbled on his channel. He likes to talk trash about me because he has nothing else to do. He says that I have nothing else to do in talking about Organik, but his whole channel is talking about me. And when he's not talking about me, he gets no views at all. So he's like a narcissist. But I think from now on, I'm going to call him the Nutty Professor because he definitely looks like the Nutty Professor, except he doesn't wear glasses. So some of you guys know who he is. He's got this white buddy. You know, him and his white buddy are like boyfriends now or something like that. Really weird looking guy, weird guy altogether. But I just had to quickly mention this. So when I talk about the Nutty Professor going forward, that's who I'm talking about, all right? Some of you guys will probably catch up or catch on. Some of you guys won't know who I'm talking about, but just know there's some guy on YouTube. He's obsessed about me. He says I'm obsessed about Organik. No, we're not obsessed about Organik. All right, we're obsessed about the fact that he scams people. And what I was just about to say, shout out to Skinny talking about, you know, Organik taking advantage of black people or making it difficult for black people to come up. There was a guy named Life of Hemi E. All right, that guy, I think he quit now. He even did like an interview with some other guy. He did a collab with Organik, and Organik pretty much destroyed his channel. So that was one black guy. There's T. Silas, Word on the Street, which we talked about in the past. That guy, Organik, basically got his whole channel deleted. There was another guy named George. I mean, there's so many guys, man. So many guys that Organik ended their careers on YouTube. And there's many more that have no voice, that get taken advantage of, like all the people that bought the Organik Inu coin, which we talked about. We'll probably drop a video, like a shorter video, that you guys can check out. It might even be out already on the channel. like Organic Inu, Gargoyle NFT, all the people that bought these different projects that Organic promoted on his channel, thinking that they're gonna achieve success. They're gonna invest in Organic Inu, they're gonna invest in Gargoyle NFTs, and at some point, these different like crypto projects or whatever are gonna go up in value, and they're gonna make money. They're gonna get a return on their investment. All that stuff went down the drain. Just they don't even exist now. You can't even find Organic Inu. You can't even find Gargoyle NFTs. You can't find Metaskeletons NFTs. You can't find none of that stuff. All these different coins that Organic promoted, and even the ones that some people made fake coins of to just see if Organic would even promote, and he definitely did fall for it. I'm like Spencer Cornelia got him a couple different times. So there's many people. I don't sit on here and just make up shit, exaggerate stuff. Like that goofy, that nutty professor looking guy. That dude just has like an obsession. That's all he has. He has no receipts. He just talks out of his ass. So going forward, when I say the nutty professor guy, just know that that's who I'm talking about. We ain't mentioning his channel's name, man. He can go to his white buddy, his white boyfriend, to bounce back off of each other's nuts.
Old guy gone. Now you down there with Fresh and Fit. Man, Organic. You not no gargoyle, bro. You is a groupie. You is a groupie. Look at you, man. You paying for, you can't afford to pay for OnlyFans women no more. So you go down there with Fresh and Fit where they pay for them, and then you just be a groupie off of them. Man, you got them.
Exactly. Like, what happened to all the snow bunnies? You remember when he was at Malibu? It was like snow bunny after snow bunny after snow bunny. Then they all love him because he's got a big dick. He's got cars. He's got this. Well, they said that they love him because of his personality. Okay, well then where are they now? Where's the snow bunnies? Where's the twins? You guys remember the twins that came over to his gargoyle mansion, and they unboxed the whole toy collection? Like, what happened to those girls, man? Like, whatever happened to those two? And they were actually pretty good looking girls, except they were just models. They were actually on Brandon Bill's music videos. If you guys know who Brandon Bills is, he's like the brother of Danielle that used to, that actually got pregnant by the baby. So I've seen those girls like around. They've been circulating on different like rappers' videos. So I'm sure the Organic got in their DMs and said, hey man, let me pay you a couple $100 or $1,000 to come do a video with me or something like that. We never seen any more of these bunnies, snow bunnies, right? Or the Latinas, the good looking ones. I'm not talking about the sloppy ones that he's been getting now and all the leftovers he gets on the Fresh and Fit. Like, just like Skinny said, he's a groupie. He's always been a groupie. He's been hanging on Tall Guy's nuts. And Tall Guy is actually a pretty good guy. Tall Guy's promoted a couple, projects here and there. I get it. He's trying to get a bag. He's trying to, do it on days that he's low on cash or something like that. But overall, Tall Guy is a pretty good guy. I might have had, a couple of different videos out on him, but he's just part of the group that, unfortunately, he's friends with Tall Guy, with Organic, and he doesn't really know that Organic is taking advantage of him. I guess maybe now that Jasmine got in the picture, she's probably like told him, hey man, you gotta like stop hanging out with that dirtbag. He's really gonna ruin your reputation. But without Tall Guy, there wouldn't be Mr. Organic. And then Organic tried to take advantage of Cali Muscle. That went for probably like a few weeks to a few months. When that didn't work out and Cali Muscle started to fall apart, now Cali Muscle is doing challenges like the no food challenge, the watermelon challenge, the water challenge. He's become the challenge guru now. I guess there was no more opportunities for him in California. He couldn't leech off the dealerships. So now he has to go to Miami to leech off Fresh and Fit and Bandman Kevo. and then wants to talk about he's the king of downtown. He's gonna get all these girls, and it's like, this dude is a fake ass wannabe guru. He's so fake as hell, and that's just like the lifestyle part of it. We're not even like, I just mentioned like a few things earlier about the different projects, the scam projects, Organik, Inu, Gargle, NFT, and I'm gonna drop a clip. Like I said, it might be already out on the channel. I'm not sure the exact lineup of which videos are gonna go live first, but this is a clip. There's gonna be a clip of Organik on live, YouTube live, talking about his Organik Inu coin that you can buy merch with. So what happened to it? Like, it just disappeared. People bought into it by the thousands, and then it just goes dead.
Boys co-signing for your cars, man, what's wrong with you, man? Man, Ice Cream Vlogs, man, is exposing you every day. And I took some time off because I had some business that I needed to handle on my own. But I've been watching you, bro. Yeah, I've been watching you, man. This time last year, you was riding around with a green beard. You had about 3-4 cars. You had Danielle Champion. All of this. You was dogging her out, coming back on trips. You had an elevator house and all that stuff, an elevator in your house, even though the elevator had a hole in the door. You moved, you said you...
You know, speaking of, like, Mr. Skinny mentioned the Malibu property, I think now that actually sparked the memory when Organik... Actually, I think we're going to react to that video afterwards. I was going to react to his latest video, but his latest videos are all pretty much him leeching off Fresh and Fit and Batman Kevo. Actually, we're going to go back to the video that, after we wrap up Mr. Skinny's video, I'm going to go to the one that Organik did, where he basically tried to shit on Spencer Cornelia at the Malibu rented house. And you guys, you're going to listen to this clown make a fool of himself.
The fear of your life. Man, y'all boys need to stop this here, man. Like, bro, like, for real, bro. Like, just get like me, man. Like, quit dying your shit. Man, you out here looking bad, bro. You claim you gave your brother a super stock. Bro, that super stock was so raggedy when you came back to get it, man. The headliner was coming down, man. Man, what is you doing out here? Then you traded the super stock for what? A Lambo? Man, you look...
Well, he didn't trade it in for the Lambo. I wish he did for a Lambo. Or I guess he wished that he would have traded it for a Lambo. But he traded it in for an Aston Martin. And it's like the cheapest model Aston Martin. It's like the entry-level Aston Martin makes for people that can't afford the mid-level or the upper-level Aston Martins. It's like, you know, when you buy like a Chevrolet and you can't afford any Chevrolet, so Chevrolet makes a Cruze, the Chevy Cruze and the Chevy Malibu for people that can't afford the Malibu version, you know. And it's the same thing with BMW. You know, BMW had the 5 Series, 7 Series. People can't afford that, so they got the 1 Series, 2 Series. That's basically what the Vantage is for. It's like the cheap exotic.
Bad out here, man. You look bad out here, man. Hey, Provider grind. Hey, look at your boy, Provider. It ain't nothing in him that's providing, man. Man, look at this guy, man. Jarvis, what happened to you, man? Damn, homie. In L.A., you was the man, homie. What the fuck happened to you? Jarvis. I'm for real, yo. And the crazy thing about it is, man, shout out to Spencer Cornelia. He been exposed, this man. And not only that, bro, man, you was a Bitcoin scammer, bro. You is a cryptocurrency scammer, bro. Whatever happened to Crypto O and all them people, man? Bro, all you do is scam and cap. People get...
Exactly. Like, I've always said this, man, and this is why I said, you know, that Nutty Professor guy, since he always has receipts, him and his white boyfriend, how about those two clowns You know, they actually work and do some real detective work on Organic Inu. How come Organic Inu went live, people bought it by the thousands, and the utilization of Organic Inu was so that you can buy merch, right? Organic is still selling merch, but how come Organic Inu doesn't exist anymore? How come the Gargoyle NFT doesn't work? So that's so bizarre to me that Organic talks about his success, and he's gonna teach you guys about success and getting in health, better wealth, better fitness, and all this, all that bullshit he be talking about. He just got the same bullshit script that he always repeats over and over and over and over again, and now he's got an academy to help you guys memorize the same bullshit script. But he's also got these brainwashed fanboys, especially that nutty professor fat boy, him and his boyfriend. That's what I'm saying. Like, how come they don't want to talk about Organic Inu? Why don't you guys want to talk about Organic Inu? Organic scammed the crap out of you guys with Organic Inu. That's his stuff, all right? We're not even talking about the stuff that he promoted, like Parma Token. What happened to Parma Token? What happened to the Gargoyle Honey and the Gargoyle Honey giveaway? He said that somebody was going to win if you bought one of his Gargoyle Honey jars, which also the website is down. Gargoyle Honey's website is down. Parma Token is down. You can still find some of the social media pages for Parma Token, but the main page is down. Metaskeletons NFT, which is both Tall Guy and Organic promoted, that website is also down. Like, how many projects did I just name so far in less than like a few minutes? And none of these goofies on these other channels, like those two clowns, those two fake ass detectives, want to talk about. They never talk about this stuff. They never talk about the stuff that people genuinely lost money into. People lost a lot of money with Organic Inu. People lost a lot of money with Gargoyle NFTs. People bought that stuff for like several $100s, thinking that these NFTs at some point are going to be worth thousands and hundreds of thousands, because at the time Organic flashed the mansion in your face, flashed the 6 supercars or whatever in your face. So people obviously fall in love with the image. A lot of people on social media, unfortunately, are youth, young men, black men. Mostly, a lot of his demographics are probably young black men. They see this, they're like, they never have this stuff. They see Organic definitely went from the seed to the root to the tree to the fruit, and they're like, oh, okay, we finally got an influencer that can relate to us, and he's putting out these projects that they seem valuable. I'm going to invest in Gargoyle NFTs, and I'm going to spend a few $100 once he releases it, and then he's going to make, before you know it, this stuff is going to be worth a lot more money. Same thing like a lot of these other white influencers did, like Logan Paul. But Logan Paul, his thing came crashing down like so bad. And surprisingly, I actually talked about Logan Paul. I talked about Crypto Zoo, and we got several videos on the channel in case you guys, try to pull the racist card, because that nutty professor looking clown, the only 2 words, and I would never, this guy wants me to talk to him so bad, I would never talk to him. Why would I talk to a guy with barely 5,000 subscribers? It makes no sense. Would Logan Paul talk to a channel with 100,000 subscribers? Would Organic talk to a channel with 20,000 subscribers? Like, what? This is what I mean. The brainwashing, it's so out of control with these guys. They're so brainwashed. They're so fucked in the head. All right, these 2 clowns, they were, oh, well, I told you to come talk to me and then we could talk. Why would I talk to you, dummy? You just inserted yourself in the conversation. And it's not like you're even reporting anything valuable. You're just reporting your opinion, and you want me to go talk to you about Organic and why Organic is scamming people? It's like, what is wrong with these people? These people are so brainwashed. Like, go focus on your next meal or something like that, man. Go worry about your health and wealth and all that, man. You look like a straight up goofy and a dummy. Talking about, oh, he doesn't want to come talk to me. He's scared. He's a coward. Well, did Organic go talk to channels with 50,000 subscribers? There's many guys that reached out to Organic for a collab, and Organic shitted on them. You got to pay them. So with that mindset, then shit, you got to pay me $50,000 for me to do a collab with you. I'm not going to go waste my time, go to North Carolina to talk to some goofy channels that think that what they're saying is valuable. This dude barely gets like 1,000 views on his videos unless I talk about it. It's like, what are we talking about, man? This is what I mean. This is brainwashing. It's so stupid. And unfortunately, people keep falling for this crap.
Gave you free veneers. You told everybody you paid $30,000 for your teeth. I gave you multiple pairs of fake shoes, and you tell everybody you wear $1,000 shoes. Like, bro. If this here is how celebrities is living out here, I'm cool. I'd rather, I got a Hellcat. I got a big, pretty house. Yeah. I got a big, pretty house, man. I got a Hellcat. My headliner don't look like that.
Exactly, Mr. Skinny, man. They don't know, man. And there's like these goofies. They're talking about cars that I have. My cars are still in the garage. All my cars. I might have traded a few here and there, for something that's a little bit better. All my cars are still here. They're not they're not in my possession for 1 month and the next month they're gone. They're not rentals. I certainly have several cars that have been with me more than a year. Organic, this multi-millionaire that sits on YouTube talking about success this, success that, he can't keep a car for more than a year. And he didn't even keep the Urus for a full-on year, and he's already getting a lawsuit for not paying payments on it. But he's going to teach you guys about success. It's like, what kind of bullshit is that, man? Are y'all really that slow for real? For real, are you guys really that slow? The guy had the car for a year and he couldn't make payments for a year. He's getting sued because he's not making payments. It's like, what? Well, what's up with all the bragging you were doing on social media?
Hey, and I am an example for a black man to strive to be. I got out of jail, I got it out the mud, and now I'm living good. You don't. You sell false hope, bro. You don't care what you sell to your people as long as you get $1. And when I say your people, I'm talking about humanity. I'm not talking about a color here. You don't care about your community, bro. That's why you losing subscribers, bro. That's why you got 336,000 subscribers and you struggling to get.
But he has 336,000, but it's like 310,000 of them are inactive. They're dead subscribers. They his videos at their peak hit 30,000, and that's usually when you get a new car on the channel. Typically with car channels, it's when they take delivery of cars, announce they're buying new cars. That's when they get that big influx of 30, 40, 50,000. I don't know, maybe YouTube does it out of the kindness of their heart to help these car YouTubers, get some money because they just did a big investment. And then after that, it just dies down. Organic's views are starting to die back down. So now he's leeching again on Bandman and Fresh and Fit, but he's the self-made millionaire. He's the guy that did it from the seed below the mud and all that, but somehow he has to keep on leeching every other video off of other people. It's that don't make sense, right? And then you got people. This is why I say, man, you guys gotta stop listening to these goofy ass little channels that have no clue what they're talking about. They be taking little clips. See, the difference between me and other channels is I play the whole video. So this is Mr. Skinny's, shout out to Mr. Skinny, right? I'm playing his whole video and I'm reacting to it. I'm reacting to the whole thing from start to finish, right? You get to listen to the whole thing from start to finish. I give my little opinion on things I agree and things I disagree. And that's normally what I would do, right, with any other video I react to. These other channels, they cut out like a 15-second clip from my video, and then they build a whole narrative around that 15 seconds, right? They build a whole story around something that supports their agenda, and typically their agenda is about pushing racism or hate, right? So they build, like, just watch these channels, right? They'll insert like a 15-second clip about something I said from an hour video, right? Like, I'll do a reaction for like an hour, right? Or 15 minutes or 20 minutes. They'll take something that's probably like 15 seconds, 20 seconds, and then build like 15 minutes around it and be like, oh, that's racist. What he said is racist. That's all they can say, racist or hate. But they won't ever address any of the scams. They don't have the guts. They're cowards. They would never, these two fucking fools you guys listen to that you call inspirational and motivational cowards, they would never talk about Organic Inu. Can they talk about Organic Inu? They would never dare to talk about it. They would never talk about Organic Inu. They would never talk about Gargoyle NFTs. They would never talk about the Parma token scams. They would not talk about none of these projects because they're cowards. They're paid off. Look at them. They're living bummy-ass lifestyles. They're talking about a multi-millionaire, but they're living like bums. Straight up bums. So when they talk about a 15-second clip and build like a 20-minute video around it about racism and hate, like, how do you sleep at night knowing that people are getting scammed? It's crazy.
Hey, and I am an example for a black man to strive to be. I got out of jail, I got it out the mud, and now I'm living good. You don't. You sell false hope, bro. You don't care what you sell to your people as long as you get $1. And when I say your people, I'm talking about humanity. I'm not talking about a color here. You don't care about your community, bro. That's why you losing subscribers, bro. That's why you got 336,000 subscribers and you struggling to get 1,000 likes. That's why. Now, you can say whatever you want to say about me. I'm not hating.
Now, in case you guys don't know this, some of you guys may or may not know this, but Mr. Skinny actually used to be one of Organic's best friends. I don't know if he was best friends, but they did collabs together in the past. And like Skinny mentioned earlier, he did give them shoes, he sent them gifts. And then he realized, it comes to a point, not everybody's going to realize, some people may never realize this, that some of the people that you have around you, that you support, could be your best friends, could be family, could be coworkers. A lot of those people don't have your best interest in mind. And then I think Skinny, he came to that realization. It could have been from things that I talked about. It could have been from other channels that were around that time period and no longer around, like Life of Hemi E, black guy, no longer around. T. Silas, Word on the Street, Organic's friends in high school. There were several guys in high school that had vlogs on YouTube. Organic hushed them down, striking their channels. And what a lot of people don't know is that Mike Ray actually came out first and talked about Organic striking his channel. Because Organic tries to suppress people that talk about his bullshit. All right. He can't do the same thing with me because Organic, and a lot of people don't know this, Organic knows who I am. All right. He knows exactly who I am. All right. He knows he's a dirtbag. He knows that he takes advantage of people. Now he's like trying to play it off like he's a real positive guy. No, that's because he's going broke. And this has already happened. This is a pattern. This is a big pattern. We've noticed this at the Circa, obviously, when he was making a lot of money. He was leeching off Tall Guy and several other guys like TJ Millionaire Mentor. So TJ Millionaire Mentor is a black guy. So for all the people who are, oh, you're racist, you're this. Why would I not talk about TJ Millionaire Mentor? He's got way more cars. He's got way more money. So if I'm racist, why would I not talk about TJ Millionaire Mentor? The guy has a lot of cars. I could make a lot of content off TJ Millionaire Mentor. But he's not out here taking advantage of people. And his courses are not a scam because he's a real person that actually has real wealth. He's achieved real success from legit businesses. He has legit cars. He doesn't have to keep cars on the channel for 8 months to push on a certain fake ass image so you guys can buy into a product that he's selling. He's got all the cars. He still has this SVJ. He still has the STO. He's picked up an SF90 recently. I could have easily talked about the SF90 that he picked up for like $800,000-$900,000. Like, people are like stupid, man. It's like, what's wrong with people, man? Y'all gotta wake up, man.
Yo, y'all go check out my channel. I'm not hating. Organic. You need to do better, man. Quit selling them lies, man. Show people how to get their credit right. Show people how when they make these here purchases, they can sustain it and don't be like you and have to go broke, sell everything, bro. And it ain't the point of selling your cars because you shouldn't be attached to anything that's, how can I say this here? You shouldn't be attached to anything material. Like, everything material to me can go for the right price. So I'm not saying that, bruh, but it's over for you, man, because you don't have the assets that you once had. You used to could be out here in 3 or 4 luxury cars. Now you down to 1, bruh. Now you down to 1, and not only that one that you down to, nigga, you got a whole nother influencer having to co-sign for your car, bruh. So your brother ain't even messing with you no more, bruh? Huh? Fresh from Fresh and Fit, man? Like, is y'all boys? I'm just asking. It ain't none of my business, man, since everybody coming out the closet. Your brother don't mess with you no more, bruh? Bruh, you around here trying to act like you's a guru, bruh, and your mama is on Section 8 housing? Your mama's on Section 8 housing. You taking back gifts that you gave to your brother. Like, what the?
Yeah, that's the crazy thing, man. That's so crazy. Just think about this, man. This is a multi-millionaire, or I guess he wants you guys to believe that he's a multi-millionaire, and he has to go back to his brother and take back his own car. That's crazy, man. Y'all don't see how crazy that is? Just going back to family members that you gifted things to in the past and taking those gifts back. You don't find that crazy? That's crazy. Taking a whole car back. Then and then the worst thing, he trades it in and gets an Aston Martin, man. Like, he's always trying to cover it up. You know, he's really good. And this is a really good example. Like, he took back the car that he gifted his brother, traded it in for an Aston Martin. So now it's completely covered up. So now it looks like he actually got an Aston Martin on his own, will or whatever. He does the same thing. Like the crypto stuff I mentioned earlier, the Organik Inu, Gargoyle NFT. Now he's like covering that shit up. He don't want you guys to know about it. But you guys are going to know about it because I'm going to talk about it. He wants to cover that crap up. Even though it probably scammed people, took people's money. People can't recover out of it. Because the only thing you can do with Organik Inu is buy merch. You can't even buy his own merch now. Because he shut down the Organik Inu coin. He shut down the Gargoyle NFT. He shut it down before the government finds out about it. That's a scam. Where is it? There's no paper trail now. So he shut it down. He's going to cover it up with JDR. JDR Enterprise. That's the new one now. Get yourself in the JDR merch. Go sign up for JDR Enterprise Organic Academy. Everything now is getting rebranded. It's getting registered differently. Like, why would you got to do all that if you're legit? Why would you have to do all that? Why would you, every couple months, every year, you have to change up your companies? You have to re-register things. You have to rebrand some things. Like, why? Why would you have to shut down websites promoting products that you talked about in the past? It's like weird, man. This stuff is weird. And you never hear other people talk about it. other people just want to like hide it too. They're like, oh, as if I think they're also part of the agenda. I think that's what it is. I think when you get to a point where you have these little goofy channels that want to talk about me being racist or a hater, I think they're paid off to hide this stuff. They don't want you guys to know about Organic Inu. They don't want you guys to know about the gargoyle NFTs. They just want to hide that stuff. And anybody that talks about it, they just want to bad mouth them. That's what they're doing. So when you guys, this is what I say, when you stumble on these goofy channels, that white guy, that black dude, those are the two guys you definitely want to avoid watching. I mean, they don't really get a whole lot of views anyway. They're like, just like, at this point, they're just buying up their views with fake titles, right? They just clickbait. They do all this fake titling. They use all the wrong. And we could report them. I could tell you guys to go report their videos because they're all misleading videos. They put one title and they talk about something totally different.
Shout out to everybody that's rocking with me from the seed. And this what we're going to do is give a lot of understanding about the growth, right? People just see Mr. Organic today and they thinking like, damn, how did he come up? Because these stupid buffoons wasn't rocking with Mr. Organic from the seed. So what we're going to do is get some pure understanding that this was a 5-year growth on YouTube, right? And I'm going to show you guys that once you believe in yourself, you work hard, never give up, and never give a fuck about people's opinions, thoughts, or concerns, you can have spontaneous, luxurious success. You know what I'm saying? So most people just see me now, within the last year and a half, 2 years, they see all the Ferraris and, you know what I'm saying, the Wraiths, and they see all that stuff. But they got to remember, I started in the basement. They got to remember, I started with a Cadillac CTS. Move, look at my dogs. Get back. I started with a Cadillac CTS, right? I started with a 20, what was that at that time? Was that 2019? 20, I forgot. Whatever it was a brand new Challenger GT. I was so excited, it was my first brand new car. I was 30 plus years old, living in the basement, came up from nothing, right? Grinded, believing in myself. So the beautiful thing about, doing it right before people's eyes, they see the maturation. But
he said he still wants you guys to believe that he grinded, right? Even when he was in the Cadillac and all that, but he won't talk about the fact that he was hanging out with women, taking advantage of women, taking their cars, taking their money. So that's still taking advantage of people, dumbass. Working with the cartels and stealing drugs from trucks. I mean, unless that stuff never happened, but he's mentioned it. He said before his success on YouTube, he's worked with cartels and robbed cartels. So that's taking advantage of people. I feel like taking advantage of people must not be in his vocabulary of terms. So that's why it's not registering. So it seems like making money that way is more like self-made money.
the new people that just coming on now, they just see 2 years ago, oh my God, how do you do it? All my real supporters from the seed, they saw me come up. So I advise anybody who's rocking with Mr. Organic, go back to the beginning, go back to my first vlogs. It's right there on the channel. All I do is go to the earliest vlogs or the beginning vlogs, whatever it says on there. And you can see where I started, me and my dog Slim. You know what I'm saying? Coming from nothing, putting everything on the line to be where we at now. So with that being said, I'm gonna always take a certain, you know what I'm saying, a certain stance against anybody trying to tear down anybody that's coming up from nothing, especially on other people's name, by disrespecting them and trying to discredit them, not knowing the full story, and seeing that they put their life on the line for this. They put their friends, their family, you know what I'm saying, everything they had into one pot to become successful. Then when you become successful, that's when people try to pull you down. And I'm okay with it, that comes with the game. So that's why I never get really agitated, because come on man, what's somebody gonna do to me in real life besides die or something or get themselves severely hurt? So we're not concerned about that. Especially if it's any type of Caucasian trying to pull down a black man that came up for nothing, I'm gonna stand on it. I don't give a damn with this Spencer dude. I don't give a fuck who else you talked about. All these other guys you were talking about. You started off talking about Asian, the 2 Asian guys, right? Yeah, that's how you came in, talking about other men. So then you start going to top level black influencers and trying to tear us down as we came up. So where was this guy at 5 years ago when I was on my grind, coming from nothing, sacrificing, taking trips around the whole United States, putting my own money up, me and my dog Slim, going on tour.
Exactly. So you were leeching off Tall Guy, dumbass. You were leeching off Tall Guy, and then also you were leeching off other guys like Daily Driven Exotics, DDE. You were leeching off other white guys. So he likes to use the race card whenever it suits his narrative, but he won't ever mention it in support of money that's made him.
almost losing my life when someone tried to rob me. I had to defend myself. Where were these people at then? So once you become successful, then they try to tear you down and say you're fake. But if you look through the maturation of growth, you can tell this is a beautiful grind. You can tell this is a success story. Someone who never drunk, never smoked, have no baby mamas, have no felonies. I had one little situation, thank God I had a good lawyer, boom, boom, boom. But no felonies. As a black man, that's a blessing. 1 out of 4 black males has felonies. They don't have the right to bear arms and protect themselves. That's what they're designed to do. But all praise the Most High, I can do that. So with that being said, there's always speculation to talk about my crib. I explained that already. And it's evident. If you go to the
on Bigo, you can watch
into this home, you see me walking through it, you see them telling me that this was this and that. I told you guys what I was going to do. I explained it thoroughly. Then I got a better opportunity to save me some money and actually convey myself, convince myself, should I stay or should I go? I had to put a hefty deposit up front and pay a hefty monthly fee. But it was okay because I was investing in my security, I was investing in my happiness, and investing in, long term, should I stay or should I go? But then I realized everybody want to play with my address and all that. We in LA where it's dangerous when people putting people's addresses out there. You know what I'm saying? Spencer, you gotta be careful, bro. Like people giving me your address and telling people, I don't want nothing to happen to you, brother. I don't want nothing to happen to you, so I wish you nothing but the best. But at the same time, you gotta be careful, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know you in Las Vegas, people sending your addresses to your houses and all that, the little bummy ass townhomes. You living in the basement of one, renting out the rooms. We know the whole motif on you, brother. You can't make a living talking about other men.
So he's clowning Spencer for living in a basement, only to turn full circle back on organic living, basically in the same size condo in Miami. Like he literally lives in like a 500, 600 square foot apartment. So talking shit about the guy that's renting out his townhouse by the room to make money to buy other townhomes, only to turn full circle back onto you for renting a mansion that you couldn't even keep more than a year, to go back to living in an apartment in Miami, leeching off other guys. Ain't that crazy, man? That's karma, man.
You're somebody. What have you done special? All you're doing is talking about other men that are successful. Even you to say it's scammy or whatever they're doing to get their money, they're still getting their money and you're not stopping nothing. What benefit have you brought to society besides talking about other people and trying to tear them down from their success? Now, you picked the wrong guy because if anybody...
He said of their success. So Organik calls scamming success. It's so crazy how delusional he's so delusional. Like he's so out of touch. He calls it success. He covers taking advantage of people, putting out bullshit as success. No, what TJ Millionaire Mentor does is success. With his IT company that he started, legitimately getting contracts from the government, providing a service, hiring people to do the work, ethical, moral standards. That is success. Putting out bullshit products, getting people to sign up, buy stuff, and then a year later it vanishes. It completely doesn't exist anymore. That's not success. This is what I mean. He's so delusional. He talks out of his ass. And even if it was success, how come he can't maintain the success? If everything he does is success, why was it a struggle to keep it?
My channel, they see me come up from nothing to this. This is a 2-acre state in Malibu I live. Any way you cut it, $15,000, $16,000 a month when you add the extras on there. What does that make somebody? That makes somebody very successful. Now, if they're able to maintain this lifestyle after coming from the bottom, after sleeping in the basement, shouldn't you applaud them?
Damn, this video did not age that well, man. He said anybody that maintains this success. You certainly didn't maintain it. Just like your cars, you couldn't keep this house for more than a year. You couldn't keep all the cars that you had. You were spending too fast, too crazy, thinking that crypto money was going to keep coming in and in and in. Because this was right around the time where the crypto stuff was doing really well. This is why he had the Organic Inu, he had the Gargoyle NFT. He was making a lot of money with these projects, thinking it was just never going to stop, man. It was a fountain of water. So he's definitely going to maintain the success that he's talking about. This is actually a really good video because he's talking out of his ego and he calls it success. He's so delusional. He's so out of touch.
Shouldn't you be like, man, That's a success story. Wouldn't you want to know more detail into that, how they did that? So what I did, I wrote books. See, that's what I'm saying. People skip over the process. Me and my dog, Dr. X. I wrote a book, How to Be a Successful YouTuber and Entrepreneur. How to monetize your life.
No, you made a fake image. You got two doctors, two goofy doctors, which it's mind-boggling why two doctors, legit doctors, would team up with a fake influencer. All right, it's one thing if they teamed up with somebody that's actually has a success of proven track record, right? Where the last 5 years they've achieved massive success. You've only achieved success for a year off of selling bullshit. And you got two doctors to write a book about the bullshit, to sell the bullshit. And then the next year you fall down. What? That's not success. That's bullshit. You just made up bullshit, created bullshit, sold the bullshit. People bought the bullshit. You got all the nice stuff, cars, rented, leased, houses, lived the lifestyle, bullshit. Then the next year, all the bullshit went away. That's all bullshit. Is that sinking in now for you guys?
This in your greatness. See, me, like we always see, and I always say, I don't got the biggest following. I don't do the biggest numbers, and I'm okay with that. I never chased the most views. I never did that really out of my character to become successful on YouTube. Besides grind, believe in myself, take leaps of faith. That me and my dog Slim did. So you see me come up. So I wrote a book on how to monetize live streams, how to build a nice, how to get sponsorships. These are all different things that I taught people how to get money and not just chase views and try to be cool and get likes. Now, it's not my fault that it worked for me. It's not my fault that people believed in me and came up through the ground, actually from the seed, actually from the basement all the way to an estate of Malibu. Rent to own to rent, lease. What does that matter? This is over $16,000 a month a guy can play and pay and have supercars out front and live lavish and coming from nothing. Now, Spencer, let's get some understanding here, sir. You know, so I get the calm demeanor, the condescending demeanor as you attack, people from different ethnicities and thinking it's cool. It's not going to work this way, sir. All you're doing is trying to tear down successful people to build up your platform. I saw an interview you had. You had holes in your shoes. You had no dollars in your pocket. You came up with a plan to try to tear down successful people because you never were that. So that's how you came up, is tearing down other people that came up. That's how you want to come up, is tear down people that came.
It's so crazy that he uses the words like tear down other people when you are tearing down other people to take their money. That's what you're doing. You're tearing down people, taking away, stripping money from their pockets by selling bullshit in hopes that the bullshit they're investing in is going to be worth money, and then you live off of that. So you're tearing down your own community, taking money away from your own community to elevate yourself, but you're calling it tearing down when other people are exposing you for it. It's that's what I'm saying. This guy is so delusional. And even if we try to label all this stuff as success, that what Organik did is success, how come he couldn't maintain it? How come this success only stuck around for about a year? If what he's doing was working so well, right? He was really elevating. People were really investing in him because he's such a success story and everything speaks for it. The cars, the house, and all that. Why he couldn't maintain it? Why the people that couldn't continue investing in him? Or is it because people didn't realize, hold on, man, I think I just invested in some bullshit. And a lot of the stuff I'm buying into is just starting to disappear. It's starting to go wrong. It's just like the crypto FTX situation. People kept investing into Sam Bankman-Fried. And then before you know it, the money their initial investment started disappearing. So why is it that if we call it success and what Organik is doing was success, why couldn't he maintain it?
How is that beneficial to society? You're not stopping nobody. Everybody you talk about still getting money, still doing them. You're just doing it for your views. You're using people's name to get views, sir. What do you have going on? Nothing. Where's your family? Where's your wife? Where's your kids? You can't show that because you talk about other men all day. So that's your sister sitting there.
So it's okay for Organik to talk about people's families, right? Because he's definitely talking about Spencer's. So this is all for these like slow brain idiots. Oh, you talk about people's mothers, man. Organik has a track record of harassing and talking about people's mothers, his own followers on live streams. I'm not going to get into it because I'm not, like I said, I don't really want to address the goofies, because those are like slow brain fat dummies that don't know what they're talking about.
Researching and looking at other men all day, no telling what's on your hard drive, but you probably sneaking off to the park, allegedly, man. You got to be smart. But you look like one of them guys, boy, they're hanging out at the playgrounds and all that. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly, but I don't know what you do, but it look like you're one of those guys. So it's like people think that's funny. So all these little white nerds thinking they're gonna Instagram me, dog. I'm a nigga from the streets, man. I'm not concerned about no little.
He's a little white nerd. So everybody that comes on the internet talk about racist, right? Everybody that's on the internet typing is all white nerds. So there's no black nerds, there's no Asian nerds, there's only white nerds.
Those in my comments, give me more comments. That bump up the post, that bumps up the algorithm. I appreciate that. That's business. Oh, I salute it. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, there's no way a real nigga like me that's coming from the streets, coming from the bottom, coming from the basement, people that vibe with me, they're not on the YouTube and gonna comment on that. They real niggas. They real white boys and Caucasian motherfuckers and Mexicans and Chineses and whatever. They ain't got time to be commenting and all that shit. We ain't gonna do that. But all these little nerds, I see all you little nerds commenting, comment more. All these little Instagram posts, come on, man, all you little white nerds, y'all not gonna do nothing to the God. Just talk on the internet, keep it there. I appreciate that, but that's what I'm saying. You can't win on the internet against nerds. It just doesn't make sense. So this is the only place where the cool table, you got to step back, because there's way more nerds and goofy lames like these people that's comment, like this white boy Spencer. They gonna do that all day. We can't beat them on the internet, but we could beat them in real life. We know I got more money than you. We know I got more equity in all my finances than you could ever acquire. Yeah, you hear me? So you're supposed to be a financial guy, smart guy. You saying, oh, I'm renting my cars. If you're that smart, you know that renting cars cost a lot more than owning them. So you think I'm sitting here and renting supercars every day for a year straight? How much would that cost? You guys do the math.
See, another denial, man. I think we're going to wrap up since we're on the Lamborghini here. This is another example, man. Organik denies renting cars, leasing cars. He wanted you guys to really believe that he bought these cars in cash. You just got to hear it, man, out of the horse's mouth, man. Like, he's been selling fake ass dreams, false dreams. And I guess he labels all of this as success. And like I said, even if we take it at face value and say that what he's saying is true, it's all success, why is it not stable success? That's just like having a business. You hear about this business in your community, right? And it opens up and it just hits, like, the sales are crazy. People are lining out the door for this, like, delicious food or whatever. And then the next year they close their business and they're like, oh, we went bankrupt. It's like, that's weird. Don't that look weird to you? How he just goes up like that, big ass house in Malibu, all the cars. And then the next year he has to go back and get the car from his brother. He has to go back to his mother's house in Arizona. He has to go to his friends at Fresh and Fit and be like, hey, man, co-sign this loan for me. I thought you were saying you were a success, man. I thought you said you wrote books. You got these two goofy doctors writing books for you. Like, that shit don't make sense, does it? Don't make no damn sense, man. But anyways, man, I'm going to wrap up here, man. I don't want to make this one. We could definitely go on and on, but I think you guys get the picture. This is actually a really good video. I might actually finish it off on part 2 about Organik talking out of his ego, out of his ass about success and all this bullshit. But let me know what you guys think. Go check out Mr. Skinny. If you guys have not already done so, go check him out. Subscribe there as well. Thank you guys so much for watching.